The truth most men never hear. This is James Voss. No comfort, no excuses. Just discipline, fire, and truth. Be real or be forgotten. Let's get one thing straight. Women don't respect dumb men. Not the clueless ones. Not the weak thinkers. Not the guys who say, I don't care about that stuff, when the topic demands intelligence. They may use you. They may tolerate you. But respect you? Never. And if a woman doesn't respect you, she will never love you the way you crave to be loved. She will never follow your lead. Never admire your presence. Never submit to your strength. This video isn't about shaming men. It's about exposing the blind spot that's keeping you disrespected, rejected, and replaceable. You want to fix that? Then listen up. Why being a dumb guy is a modern plague. Let's be real. Too many men today have stopped thinking. You memorize tweets instead of reading books. You echo opinions instead of forming your own. You know every lyric, every trend, every game stat, but nothing about wealth, power, psychology, or history. You think that being cool matters more than being wise. You think being passive is chill. You scroll. You laugh. You ignore the fact that you're not growing. And women, they see it. They feel it. Women are biologically wired to seek men who can lead, decide, protect, and build. You cannot lead if you don't think. You cannot decide if you've never studied consequences. You cannot protect if you haven't developed strategy. You cannot build if your brain is a desert of useless dopamine. She doesn't want a court jester. She wants a king. The sign she doesn't respect you, even if she's still around. Here's the bitter truth. Just because she's with you doesn't mean she respects you. Signs you've already lost her respect. She interrupts you constantly. She makes decisions without you. She corrects you in public. She flirts with other guys and calls it joking. She rolls her eyes when you talk. She doesn't ask for your opinion on serious matters. Why? Because deep down, she sees you as a child, not a leader, not a builder, not a man. She won't say it directly. Most women never will. But every look, every tone, every reaction screams it. You're not him. And what makes it worse? Some other man out there is studying, reading, thinking, evolving, and she feels it when he walks into the room, where it all went wrong. This didn't start overnight. You weren't born this way, but you were raised in a world that told you. School doesn't matter. Reading is lame. Women want money, not intelligence. Strength is physical only. Thinking too much makes you boring. So you chose easy dopamine, low standards, surface level living. And now, you don't even remember the last time you read something that made your brain sweat. You don't know how to explain your worldview. You don't ask deep questions, not to others, not to yourself. And worst of all, you don't even realize how unattractive that is to a real, high-quality woman. What real masculine intelligence looks like. Let me say this. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to quote Plato or solve calculus in your sleep. But you do need mental clarity, a hunger for learning, the ability to think under pressure, strategic confidence, clear communication, vision, discipline of thought. That's what makes a woman feel safe. That's what makes her trust your direction. That's what makes her look at you in silence and think. I'm with a man who can handle life. She's not looking for someone to entertain her. She's looking for someone who can outthink her fears. Masculine intelligence is practical wisdom. It's not just facts. It's the ability to read a situation, assess people, make decisions, and take ownership no matter how uncertain the future looks. How to fix IT, becoming the man she can respect. Here's the path forward. 1. Cut the stupid noise. Turn off the endless memes, drama, and trash content. If it doesn't grow your mind, drop it. Star the algorithm. Rebuild your feed. Upgrade your inputs. 2. Read every day. Yes, daily. 30 minutes minimum. Start with books on stoicism, finance, evolutionary psychology, strategy, Sun Tzu, Robert Greene, human behavior. Read, think, apply, repeat. 3. Journal your thoughts. Every morning or night, write down what you're learning, what you believe, what you want to build. Learn to argue with yourself. That's how real men evolve. 4. Ask better questions. Stop talking to impress. Start asking questions that force you to think. Reflect on what matters. Be a student of life. 5. Speak with weight. Learn to speak clearly, slowly, with confidence. Stop mumbling. Stop apologizing for having a thought. Own your voice. 6. Surround yourself with thinkers. If the 5 guys you talk to most only talk about nonsense, you're finished. Find men who challenge your mind. 7. Take responsibility every day for your mind, your choices, your woman, your future. No blaming, no crying, just action. Conclusion: this is your moment. You've been ignored. You've been disrespected. You've been invisible to the woman you wanted to impress. And deep down, you knew it wasn't about looks. It wasn't about money. It was the feeling that you didn't command respect. But today, that ends. You now know the truth. A dumb man can't earn a woman's respect. But a man who grows his mind, disciplines his thoughts, and builds a clear, grounded worldview, he becomes magnetic. Not to everyone, but to the woman worth having. Unstoppable. Start now. Think like a king. Love like a man. And she will follow. Not because she's forced to, but because she finally sees someone worthy of respect. Be him. Be real. Be sharp. Be the man she can't ignore.